It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Broncos and the Chargers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024.
And I'll be one of those, trying to get it going in January, trying to get my physical fitness on. But first, we've got a game to get on here. Two teams trying to...
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they're brought out by a former #1 overall pick, coming off one of his best seasons ever in year 7 of his career, now in year 8, Jared Goff.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 111 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a yard. On the counter, Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Goff. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Fights through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Broncos, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Goff now on second down. Swings this out for Hunt. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Los Angeles.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Goff now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Gone. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He'll buy some. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And to the right side here, it's Allen. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Broncos 31-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards that time for number 19. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Got a man. That's Ayuk. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's got Ayuk once again. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Goff on 1st down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That's out quickly to London. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Goff on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Denver's offense now set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Able to push his way through, and he'll get this out to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, ETN. 7 yards there and a first down. The Broncos at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. James Lynch just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Hurts to throw. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
L.A. readies for its next possession. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw, Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. With solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Hurts throw into the hands of Kirk. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the Broncos first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14, and it was the Broncos getting the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Mozzie Smith in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Brings up third and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Finding Hurts again. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Throwing is Hurts. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Oh, good move. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw here caught by Mims. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Now gone. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Moody. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Jones hit and the ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On first down, Hurts. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Taken from just outside the 30. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Jones on the return. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hurts over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
closely. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay,
This was an
Coach,
extremely
thanks as always
one-sided
to you
first
and the
half.
gang in Orlando.
One team showed up,
as we
ready to
welcome
go.
everyone back
The
in
other's
for
been
quarter
in a
number
daze
3.
thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. For the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
ETN up the middle. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. There's Chris Olave. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 47.
A handoff for ETN. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Hurts. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
To throw on second down is Goff. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. He's got Smith here. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Goff on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hunt is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Cook is not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a yard down to the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll bring a tight end in motion. They'll try to run with Hunt. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what? Right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos about set to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He sets up the screen to Jones. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Left side, Cook. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Shifts by him at the 25. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Goff now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, the Chargers.
Again, Goff. And this one complete again to Mims. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Goff This is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Irv Smith Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Throwing is Hurts. Downfield, and he's got 11. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts throw there complete to Allen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Hurts. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. They made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the middle with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Hurts. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Pascal. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
On 1st down, it's gone. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 49-yard line.
They run right side with Hunt. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though.
This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. A check down here to Jones. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy and sometimes even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Michael Davis on the coverage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Christian Kirk, 28 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Los Angeles, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.